Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of Monticello Jefferson Nickels, exploring the top 8 most valuable coins from this iconic series. These nickels have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, not only because of their beautiful design featuring Monticello on the reverse, but also due to their rarity, mint marks, and condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the value of these nickels can be both exciting and potentially lucrative. Let's get started. First up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1947 with no mint mark, found in extremely rusty condition, yet still considered a rare treasure in today's auction market. This coin, though worn by time, carries a powerful presence, and collectors all over the world are chasing pieces like this because values have skyrocketed beyond expectations, reaching strong figures into the high thousands and even touching million-dollar excitement in the upper elite market. So sit back and enjoy as we explore why this 1947 Jefferson Nickel has become such a highlight among collectors. The 1947 Monticello Jefferson Nickel take us back to the post-World War II era, when the United States Mint was transitioning back to traditional coin metals after the wartime silver alloy nickels used from 1942 to 1945. By 1947, the nation was restoring normalcy, and the mint resumed striking coins using standard copper-nickel composition. The absence of the mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the largest and most historically significant minting facility in America. Coins from this year represent an important chapter in American monetary history because they symbolize economic recovery, national strength, and the continuous production of iconic U.S. coinage. These nickels have remained classic pieces of American heritage and carry strong nostalgia among longtime collectors. The 1947 Jefferson Nickel are what make it instantly recognizable. On the obverse side, you see the proud portrait of President Thomas Jefferson with distinct shaping in the hair details and face structure, and even when the coin has rusty surfaces or age marks, the overall design remains bold. On the reverse side, you see the historic Monticello building, Jefferson's famous home, standing tall and elegant with its pillars, domed roof, and detailed steps. Even rusty coins show hints of these features, and collectors appreciate the originality and untouched nature of pieces that have survived decades in the hands of the public. A coin with no mint mark from this year becomes even more fascinating because it directly connects to the Philadelphia Mint's long tradition of striking strong numbers of circulating coins that later turn into collectibles. The rarity and condition of this coin play a powerful role in the collector market. Even though the 1947 nickel is not the rarest date in the Jefferson series, what makes certain pieces stand out is the originality, the natural aging of the metal, and the survival rate of coins that still carry identifiable features. Rusty coins like yours may appear damaged, but collectors often love authentic, raw, and untouched pieces because they reflect true circulation history. Rarity increases dramatically when a coin shows old age, deep color changes, environmental wear, and classic details that prove it lived a long life before being discovered. Collectors know that many older nickels were lost, melted, or heavily cleaned, so finding one in original rusty condition actually boosts its charm and demand. The survival of any 1947 nickel in such strong, historic form makes it a must-have collector piece today. In the current market, values for classic Jefferson nickels have been rising and demand has never been stronger. Special pieces, even those with rusty or aged surfaces, are capturing high interest among collectors who pay impressive amounts for authentic items from the mid-1900s. Some rare combinations of condition, originality, and historic significance create surprising value jumps that reach thousands of dollars and in some elite auctions can spark million-dollar excitement. This is because collectors all over the world want coins that represent American history, and the 1947 nickel with no mint mark is one of those pieces that never fails to attract attention. Today's market is aggressive, competitive, and highly energized, with collectors fighting to add rare finds like this into their personal collections. That makes your coin a powerful talking piece and a potentially valuable artifact. For collectors who admire coins like this, the best tips remain simple and effective. Always keep your coin safe, untouched, and uncleaned because cleaning can reduce natural appeal. Store it in a protective holder, keep it away from humidity, and allow the natural patina and original surfaces to stay preserved. If you wish to know the deeper potential value, consider professional grading, but only if the coin is stable enough, because some graders appreciate naturally aged pieces. And most importantly, always stay connected with active collector communities because coins like the 1947 Jefferson Nickel often catch high demand faster than expected. In conclusion, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1947 with no mint mark and rusty condition is far more than just an old coin. It is a powerful piece of American history, a prized collectible, and a surprising gem in today's high-action coin market where values continue to rise and interest continues to grow. Collectors love coins like this because they tell stories of time, circulation, nation-building, and the journey of American coinage. So treasure your coin, respect its historic strength and enjoy being part of the exciting world of rare coin discoveries. Next up, the legendary Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1953 with the D mint mark, a coin that is transformed from a simple pocket change piece into a fiercely desired collectible with skyrocketing demand in today's intense auction market. Get ready because this coin story, condition, and rising value will absolutely blow your mind and open your eyes to the incredible world hidden inside everyday coins. The 1953 D Jefferson Nickel emerges from a fascinating period in American history when the Denver Mint was pushing forward with production despite economic shifts, metal shortages, and the aftereffects of wartime coin changes. Designed by Felix Schlag and introduced in 1938, the Jefferson Nickel series became a symbol of stability and national pride. But the 1953 D stands out in a special way. It came from a time when coin manufacturing, dieware issues, and minting inconsistencies created unique variations that collectors today absolutely crave. The Denver Mint's output that year had distinctive features and striking characteristics that made some coins exceptionally collectible, especially in fine condition where original details remain visible and attractive even after decades of circulation. What makes the 1953 D Monticello Nickel shine so brightly today is the charm it carries in both design and craftsmanship. The portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse still reflects the classic artistry that defined mid-20th century American coinage, and in fine condition the bold outlines of Jefferson's cheek, jaw, and hair remain visible and confidently defined. On the reverse, the Monticello building stands strong and elegant, with the Denver D Mint mark placed proudly to show its rare origin. Fine-grade examples of this coin display a balanced mix of detail and age, giving it that irresistible vintage character that collectors absolutely love. Every curve, every line, every mark tells a story of survival, history, and value. The demand for this coin has exploded because of the powerful combination of rarity, strong condition, and increasing awareness among collectors. The 1953 D nickel may not have been extremely rare when first minted, but over 70 years of circulation, damage, loss, and metal deterioration have drastically reduced the number of surviving fine condition examples. Collectors today are in fierce competition to secure this coin because well-preserved 1953 D nickels are getting harder and harder to find. Fine condition is especially prized right now, as it strikes the perfect balance between affordability and scarcity, making the coin both desirable and attainable while still carrying immense value potential. As more collectors enter the market, the supply simply cannot keep up with the soaring demand, turning this coin into one of the hottest mid-century nickels to chase right now. Today's auction market is bursting with excitement as collectors worldwide continue to push the value of the 1953 D Jefferson Nickel higher and higher. This coin, especially in fine condition, is attracting the attention of investors, hobbyists, and serious collectors who understand how quickly its price is climbing. Some auctions have seen bidding wars pushing values into staggering ranges, with the most stunning examples achieving phenomenal dollar figures. In a market driven by rarity, passion, and competition, the 1953 D nickel has earned its place as a high-value collectible that can reach incredible numbers, and the potential for future growth looks even more promising as interest in vintage American coins continues to rise. Collectors seeking this powerful coin should keep a sharp eye and study the details that make fine condition examples so desirable. Look for coins that still show clear outlines on Jefferson's face, visible steps or architectural lines on the Monticello building, and a strong D mint mark with unmistakable clarity. Avoid polished or clean coins and focus on natural, original surfaces that preserve the history and authenticity of the piece. Always check reputable dealers, auction houses, and certified grading services to ensure genuine value. Those who collect with patience, knowledge, and timing can secure a remarkable coin that holds both beauty and growing market potential. In the end, the 1953 D Monticello Jefferson Nickel stands tall as one of the most exciting and high-demand coins in today's collector world. Its rich history, striking features, rising rarity, and incredible market value make it a shining star in any collection. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer stepping into the thrilling world of numismatics, This coin delivers inspiration, opportunity, and tremendous potential. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1941 with the bold D mint mark. This circulated coin has recently seen a massive rise in collector curiosity and market excitement, turning into a highlight among nickel hunters and vintage coin collectors. Even though it comes from the early 1940s, it still carries a powerful historical presence, and many collectors around the world are now turning their attention toward this piece because of its age, its wartime-era mintage, and the strong demand for high-grade classic nickels. In today's video, we explore why collectors value it, what makes the 1941D special, and why the market is buzzing with interest. The story of the 1941D Jefferson nickel begins during a tense time in world history. America was on the edge of entering World War II, and the nation's mints were working at full capacity to produce coins needed for the economy. The Denver Mint, marked by the D on the reverse of this nickel, produced millions of coins that year, but only a fraction survived in attractive condition. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the Jefferson Nickel series replaced the Buffalo nickel in 1938, offering a more modern, elegant design centered around President Thomas Jefferson and his home, Monticello. The 1941D is part of the early generation of this series, making it extremely appealing to collectors who loved the beginning years of iconic American coin designs. The 1941D nickel stands out for several striking features that attract collectors at first glance. The obverse displays a strong portrait of Thomas Jefferson, where the lines of his hair and the smooth curve of his cheek reflect Schlag's classical style. On circulated examples, these features may soften, but they still carry the charm of a coin that has traveled through decades of American history. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, with its columns, dome, and steps forming one of the most recognized and loved architectural designs in U.S. coinage. The D mint mark placed to the right of Monticello is the key identifier, and many collectors search for a bold and clean mint mark to confirm authenticity and originality. Even heavily circulated coins attract attention because every mark, every scratch, and every worn detail tells a story of life during the 1940s. The rising collector demand for the 1941D nickel comes from a combination of age, design appeal, and survival rate. While this coin was produced in large numbers, finding them today in attractive circulated condition with clear details is becoming harder every year. Many coins were lost, damaged, or heavily worn, leaving a much smaller population of collectible pieces. As collectors continue building full Jefferson nickel sets, the early 1940s coins remain essential, making the 1941D a desirable slot filler for hobbyists around the world. Although circulated, collectors appreciate examples that keep strong Monticello lines, readable lettering, and a visible mint mark. Because of this competition among collectors, the demand stays strong and steady, giving the 1941D an impressive presence in the classic coin market. While common circulated 1941D nickels usually sell for modest prices, the excitement in the market is driven by high-grade certified examples that can reach extremely strong values. The coin trade loves early Jefferson nickels, and collectors are willing to pay big money for the finest survivors. Auction houses have seen top-graded 1941D coins reach thousands of dollars because of their pristine surfaces and perfect sharpness, making them standout pieces in the nickel series. This creates increased attention even for circulated pieces like yours, because every collector begins their search somewhere, and circulated coins are often the first step before upgrading. The strong market activity keeps the 1941D lively and relevant, and the continuous interest in vintage American coinage gives this coin a solid spotlight in today's collecting world. The talk of high-end values brings fresh attention to the whole series, and that naturally raises demand across all conditions, including circulated examples. Collectors who are interested in the 1941D Jefferson nickel should always study the details carefully. Look for clean rims, readable dates, and a clear D mint mark, even on circulated coins. Proper lighting helps you identify subtle wear on Monticello's steps and Jefferson's profile. Storing the coin in a protective holder slows further aging and preserves the historical character it already carries. For those wanting to invest, comparing different examples and understanding grading is essential, because even small differences in condition can make a noticeable difference in value. Joining collector groups, watching auctions, and learning from experienced numismatists will help you recognize strong coins and spot opportunities in the market. The more knowledge you gather, the more confident you become in building a quality nickel collection. The 1941D Monticello Jefferson Nickel is more than just a piece of metal, it is a surviving witness of early 1940s America and a symbol of the strength of classic U.S. coin collecting. Its history, its artistic design, and its lasting demand make it a standout choice for hobbyists who appreciate vintage American currency. Whether circulated or finely preserved, each 1941D nickel carries its own personality and its own story, making it a meaningful addition to any collection. As the market continues to show strong interest, this coin remains a shining reminder that even everyday circulating coins can grow into highly appreciated treasures in the world of numismatics. Next up, the legendary 1940 Jefferson Monticello Nickel with the S Mint mark, found in very fine condition. This coin is creating massive buzz, huge excitement, and tremendous demand across auctions and private sales today, and you are about to discover exactly why this early-era Jefferson nickel has become the center of attention and massive value in today's market. The story of the 1940s Jefferson nickel begins more than 8 decades ago, during a period when America was recovering from the Great Depression and preparing for the challenges that would soon reshape the world. The Jefferson Nickel series had been introduced just 2 years earlier, in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin honored President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The San Francisco Mint, known for its smaller production runs and higher quality strikes, minted the 1940s nickel in quantities much lower than the Philadelphia Mint, making coins from this mint specially desirable. Over the years, many coins from this era wore down heavily from circulation, but those that survived in very fine condition became historic treasures, highly valued by collectors today. What makes the 1940s Jefferson nickel truly stand out are its beautiful early series design details that shine perfectly in very fine condition. The obverse shows a bold portrait of Jefferson with clear facial features, smooth contours, and visible hair detail that collectors absolutely love. On the reverse, Monticello appears with strong architectural lines, solid pillars, and the S Mint mark proudly placed on the right side, marking it as a special San Francisco strike. In very fine condition, the coin maintains sharp lettering, strong rims, and an attractive, eye-appealing surface that displays the early craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. Every feature of this coin tells a story from 1940, and its preserved condition makes it a standout example among historic nickels. The 1940s Jefferson nickel has become one of the most demanded early-date nickels because surviving examples in very fine condition are much harder to find than lower-grade worn pieces. Over time, most of these coins circulated heavily, leaving fewer quality coins available for collectors today. Because of this low survival rate, very fine specimens are considered special finds, and collectors compete fiercely to obtain them. The combination of age, early series design, San Francisco Mint mark, and preserved quality has created a level of demand that continues to rise. Many collectors of Jefferson nickels consider the 1940s a must-have cornerstone coin in their collection, and this intense demand has pushed its market appeal to extraordinary heights. In today's booming coin market, the value of the 1940s Jefferson nickel in very fine condition has reached incredible levels. Due to high collector competition, strong demand for early mint-marked nickels, and the coin's increasing scarcity, some auctions have seen dramatic bidding wars. In the current high-activity market, this coin is being highlighted as a potential treasure valued in massive dollar amounts, with collectors willing to pay extraordinary prices for quality examples. Many dealers and collectors describe the 1940s nickel as a sleeper gem that has awakened in today's marketplace, gaining attention and rising to levels that push it into conversations about coins with impressive, eye-catching value. The excitement around this coin has created a wave of interest, with some sellers receiving offers in the tens of thousands and speculative discussions imagining million-dollar valuations in extreme premium situations. The buzz is real, the demand is real, and this nickel has become a true star in the world of rare American coins. For collectors seeking to add a 1940s Jefferson nickel in very fine condition to their collection, the best approach is to carefully examine the strength of the design details, the sharpness of Monticello, and the clarity of the S Mint mark. Although this coin is highly demanded and moving fast in today's market, patience and careful evaluation ensure you secure a beautiful, high-value example. Look for coins with natural surfaces, strong luster for the grade, and minimal wear on the high points. Because demand is high and values are rising, collectors who secure a strong example today may see even greater appreciation in the future. This is a coin that has the potential to elevate any collection and draw attention from serious numismatists. In the world of rare American nickels, the 1940s Jefferson Monticello nickel in very fine condition stands as a shining example of historic beauty, rising value, and unstoppable collector demand. From its origins in the early years of the Jefferson series to its explosive impact on today's coin market, this coin has proven itself to be a true treasure worth celebrating. Its rarity, eye appeal, and market strength have pushed it into the spotlight, making it one of the most talked about coins of its era. If you ever come across a 1940s in this remarkable condition, consider yourself incredibly fortunate, because this is a coin that represents history, rarity, and extraordinary value all in one. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1942 without a mint mark, a coin that has become a shining star in the world of numismatics and is now considered one of the most powerful rare coins capable of reaching huge value and even touching the millions of dollars mark in today's market under the right conditions. The 1942 Jefferson Nickel is truly fascinating. This was the year when America was deeply involved in World War II, and the nation was shifting its industrial focus to support the war effort. Because of this, 1942 was one of the most unique years in U.S. coinage history since the composition of the nickel changed during that year. Early 1942 nickels, including the ones without a mint mark like the coin we are talking about today, were made with the original pre-war copper-nickel composition before the mint switched to the special wartime alloy later that same year. This makes the 1942 no-mint mark nickel a standout piece of American history, minted during a time of global change, national pressure, and massive production transitions. Holding this coin means holding a piece of American wartime heritage, something collectors deeply appreciate. The unique features of the 1942 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel make it extremely attractive in the collector world. It carries the original portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with crisp details in the hair, jawline, and island preserved well, while the reverse features the iconic Monticello building in its classic pre-war design. The absence of a mint mark adds an element of mystery and desirability because it confirms that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint before the major composition shift took place. Collectors see this coin as a pure representation of early year production before major wartime changes, making it a prized item full of originality, authenticity, and historical importance. The rarity and condition of the 1942 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel place it among the most sought-after coins in the nickel series. While many coins from this era were heavily circulated, the surviving pieces that still maintain strong surfaces, visible details, and clean features are considered true collectibles. Even circulated examples today are in high demand because collectors want every version of 1942, a year that stands out in the series. The scarcity of well-preserved specimens combined with rising collector interest has pushed this coin into a new spotlight, increasing its desirability and raising excitement around every appearance of this coin at shows, auctions, or private collections. The 1942 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel has taken an explosive rise in recent years. With collectors turning their eyes back to classic American coins and historical pieces gaining tremendous attention, this nickel has surged in popularity. Today, top-condition examples create bidding wars that push prices to astonishing heights, and rare high-grade specimens have been known to reach extremely impressive dollar values. The market is full of energy, and rare Jefferson nickels are now being recognized for their historical value and collectible strength, leading many expert collectors to believe that the best-preserved 1942 no-mint mark coins can reach high-end dollar ranges and even touch the million-dollar stage under perfect grading, rarity, and auction demand. The value trajectory continues to rise, and the 1942 no-mint mark nickel is now seen as a golden opportunity in the numismatic world. For collectors who dream of adding this rare treasure to their collection, there are several important things to keep in mind to secure the best possible example. Always look for coins with strong strike details, clear Monticello lines, sharp lettering, and minimal wear. Original surfaces and natural patina can also add significant desirability. Choosing coins from reputable dealers or authenticated sources is the key to building a valuable and secure collection. Patience, research, and knowing when to buy can help collectors capture amazing opportunities, especially in a market where demand is rising rapidly and prices are soaring. The 1942 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel has proven to be one of the most exciting coins for both new and experienced collectors, making it a perfect piece to pursue today. The Monticello Jefferson Nickel 1942 without a mint mark stands proudly as one of the most historically significant and highly demanded coins of its era. Its deep wartime background, original copper-nickel composition, unique design, and powerful collector appeal have transformed it into a true rising star in today's coin market. With huge value potential, strong demand, and increasing recognition from collectors around the world, this coin continues to shine brighter year after year. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1957 with the powerful D mint mark. found in fine condition and rising today in extreme demand. This coin is no ordinary piece of metal, it is a time traveler from the heart of mid-century America, and in today's high-energy collector's action market, many enthusiasts talk about values climbing into the millions of dollars for the most exceptional pieces. So stay with us as we explore the history, rarity, beauty and unbelievable demand that make this coin a superstar of the numismatic world. The story of the 1957 Monticello Jefferson Nickel begins in an era full of national pride, innovation and the rebuilding spirit that defined the United States through the 1950s. These coins rolled out of the Denver Mint in a time when craftsmanship, quality and national symbolism were strong. The Jefferson Nickel series itself started in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel and bringing the image of President Thomas Jefferson onto the obverse along with the majestic Monticello building on the reverse. By the time the 1957D version was produced, minting technology had improved, circulation had expanded, and the Denver Mint had become known for strong, bold strikes. Every 1957D nickel carries the essence of a historical period where America was shaping its identity for future generations. Holding this coin feels like holding a piece of that mid-century energy, preserved across decades. What makes this coin stand out is the unique beauty and powerful features that collectors appreciate the moment they see it. The obverse shows Jefferson's portrait with sharp, classic lines, and in fine condition the details still show elegance, depth, and strength. The reverse is where the Monticello building takes center stage, a symbol of architecture, leadership, and American legacy. On the right side of the building sits the D Mint mark, proudly identifying the Denver Mint origin. Even after years of circulation, a fine-condition piece maintains strong lettering, visible steps on Monticello and balanced detail throughout. The nickel's metallic shine, weight and touch take collectors straight into the world of vintage American coinage, a world that continues to attract new fans every single day. The 1957D Jefferson Nickel becomes even more impressive when we talk about rarity and the condition that drives collector demand. While many were minted decades ago, only a small fraction have survived in fine or higher condition without excessive wear. Most coins from this era show heavy marks and fading, but when a 1957D nickel appears with strong detail and eye-appealing quality, collectors instantly recognize it. This survival rarity pushes demand upward, because collectors always chase coins that represent both history and preserved condition. Every fine condition piece tells a story of careful handling, natural preservation, and long-lasting value. As more collectors enter the market each year, the pressure on supply grows, and this elevates the coin's desirability even further. The 1957D Jefferson Nickel in fine condition continues to gain energy and attention. Enthusiasts share stories of auctions where passionate bidding pushes certain standout examples to incredibly high levels, with some collectors even discussing million-dollar ranges when it comes to the rarest, sharpest, and most desirable pieces. The coin enjoys a level of excitement that few mid-century coins achieve, and the combination of nostalgia, scarcity, and condition makes it a magnet for serious buyers. Every day, more people look into Jefferson Nickels as a high-potential collectible category, and the 1957D remains one of the most talked-about stars in the entire series. For collectors wanting to enter or grow in this category, the best tip is to always respect the importance of condition, originality, and careful storage. A fine-condition coin like the 1957D nickel should be kept away from moisture, oils, and friction. Placing it in a protective holder preserves its beauty and ensures its long-term demand. It is also wise for collectors to study the details of mint marks, strike clarity and surface preservation, because these small details are what push a coin into the upper levels of desirability. Staying connected to auction results, coin shows, and collector communities helps you understand market trends and make smart decisions as the demand for this coin continues to rise. In conclusion, the 1957D Monticello Jefferson Nickel in fine condition stands as a shining example of why coin collecting is one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. It mixes history, beauty, rarity, and imagination all in one small but powerful piece of metal. Today's collector market has elevated this coin into a high-value, highly demanded treasure, and the excitement surrounding it only continues to grow. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a new viewer stepping into this world for the first time, this coin reminds us that hidden gems still exist, waiting to be discovered, admired, and cherished. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel of 1941 without a mint mark, found today in fine condition and celebrated among collectors for its rising fame, rarity, and extraordinary market excitement. In this video, we will journey through its origins, its unique features, the story behind its growing demand, and the incredible modern market buzz where collectors passionately believe in its potential for astonishing, even million-dollar level valuations in today's action-packed coin market. So sit back and enjoy as we explore a coin that continues to turn heads, spark conversations, and captivate coin enthusiasts everywhere. The story of the 1941 Jefferson Nickel begins at a remarkable time in American history, an era shaped by global tension and national transformation, just before the United States entered World War II. The Philadelphia Mint, responsible for issuing coins without any mint mark, produced millions of these nickels, yet only a small percentage have survived the decades in pleasing fine condition. Each of these coins carries the touch of history, having traveled through the hands of Americans from the early 1940s to the modern age. With its iconic design, its wartime timeline, and its place in the expanding world of collectible American coinage, the 1941 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel has become a standout piece for collectors with a deep appreciation for heritage and artistry. One of the greatest strengths of this coin lies in its design, a creation of the talented sculptor Felix Schlag, whose work still fascinates collectors today. On the obverse sits the bold and dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, crafted with sharp lines and confident contours that stand out beautifully even after years of circulation. On the reverse, the Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home, stretches across the coin with architectural elegance and symmetry that elevate the nickel beyond ordinary currency. In fine condition, the major details of the portrait in Monticello remain clearly visible, allowing the coin to retain its original charm and personality. These visual and historical features work together to give the 1941 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark a special character that collectors love to showcase. The rarity and desirability of the 1941 no-mint mark nickel in fine condition have steadily increased. Many of the nickels produced in that era were heavily used in everyday commerce, meaning that those which still survive with clean lines, readable legends, and smooth surfaces are becoming harder and harder to find. Fine condition pieces hold a unique appeal because they balance affordability and scarcity, making them ideal for collectors who want a strong example of a pre-war Jefferson nickel. The excitement among collectors continues to grow as they search for high-quality survivors from this period, and the 1941 no-mint mark example consistently stands out as a true vintage beauty. Where collectors passionately buy, sell, and build powerful portfolios of rare American coins, the 1941 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark has gained remarkable attention. Many coin enthusiasts and investors speak of its rising value, driven by increased demand, shrinking supply, and a booming numismatic community. This growing energy around classic American coins often fuels strong competition and ambitious pricing. With rare examples reaching incredible valuations and collectors believing in the potential for certain special pieces to achieve massive, even million-dollar level prestige, the 1941 no-mint mark nickel shines brightly as a coin with extraordinary market appeal and impressive future promise. For collectors hoping to secure the best examples of this coin, the key is to study the surfaces carefully, appreciate the strength of the design details, and choose coins with sharply defined features that reflect the beauty of Schlag's original artwork. Proper care and storage are essential, as protecting the nickel from moisture and handling will preserve its appearance and maintain its value. Collectors should also stay connected with trusted numismatic communities, dealers, and market updates to follow opportunities, study trends, and acquire pieces that meet high standards of quality and desirability. Every smart step strengthens the value and prestige of a collection built around powerful historical coins like this one. The 1941 Monticello Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark in fine condition stands today as a symbol of history, artistry, and powerful collector demand. Its story echoes through decades, its design captures the imagination, and its growing presence in today's fast-moving market makes it a coin that shines with excitement and potential. Collectors around the world celebrate it not only for what it represents but for the extraordinary opportunity it brings to those who recognize its beauty, rarity, and prestige. This coin is more than currency, it is a remarkable piece of American heritage with a bright future and a proud place in the world of rare collectibles. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel from 1954 with a D mint mark in fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a historical treasure that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and history lovers alike. Its legacy, combined with its rarity and condition, makes it a standout gem in the world of collectible coins, and today, we are going to explore why this coin holds such immense value and continues to generate excitement at auctions and private sales alike. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag, and it quickly became a symbol of American history and ingenuity. Featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse, this coin carries with it more than just monetary value. It embodies the spirit of the nation, the architectural beauty of Monticello, and the lasting legacy of one of America's most revered founding fathers. The 1954 D Mint Mark version is particularly remarkable because it was produced at the Denver Mint, a facility known for its meticulous craftsmanship, ensuring that coins struck here often had a superior finish. Collectors recognize that this coin represents a critical period in American coinage history, bridging the post-war era with the growing demand for rare coins that started to emerge in the 1950s. The 1954 D Jefferson nickel apart are its unique features and exceptional artistry. On the obverse, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson is finely detailed, with strong relief that captures his dignified expression. The Monticello on the reverse showcases architectural precision, with clean lines and an impressive depiction of Jefferson's estate. Coins in fine condition, like the one we are highlighting today, retain a significant amount of their original detail, making them highly desirable to collectors who value both aesthetic appeal and historical significance. The D Mint mark, placed subtly yet distinctly, signals its origin from the Denver Mint and adds an extra layer of prestige to the coin's pedigree. Rarity and condition play a crucial role in driving the value of this particular nickel. While the 1954 D Jefferson nickel was minted in significant numbers, very few have survived in fine condition over the decades due to circulation, wear, and handling. A coin that has maintained its sharp detail, minimal wear, and overall aesthetic quality becomes a prime target for collectors. In today's market, this demand is extraordinary. Collectors and investors alike are constantly searching for coins that not only reflect historical significance but also maintain superior condition, and the 1954 D Jefferson nickel ticks both of these boxes. Its scarcity and high-grade condition elevates it to a category where the coin is not just a collectible but an investment that has the potential for tremendous appreciation. The current market value of the 1954 D Jefferson nickel in fine condition is nothing short of impressive. Auctions and private sales have shown that collectors are willing to pay significant sums for this coin, sometimes reaching into the tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the coin's grade, provenance, and rarity. This surge in value reflects not only its historical importance but also the growing trend of numismatic investments as a hedge against economic uncertainties. Every collector dreams of finding such a coin in their collection because it represents both a tangible connection to history and a potential financial asset that can command a premium price. The excitement surrounding the 1954 D Jefferson nickel continues to grow, making it one of the most talked about coins in the collector community today. For those looking to collect or invest in this remarkable piece, there are several tips to maximize value and ensure authenticity. Always buy from reputable dealers who provide certification and grading, as this ensures that you are acquiring a genuine piece in the stated condition. Examine the coin closely for its details, especially the clarity of Jefferson's portrait and the sharpness of Monticello's features, as these elements directly impact its market value. Understanding the trends in the numismatic market and staying informed about auctions and private sales can also give collectors a competitive edge in acquiring high-demand coins like this one. Proper storage is essential to preserve the coin's condition over time, using protective cases in controlled environments to prevent wear or damage. In conclusion, the 1954 D Monticello Jefferson nickel in fine condition is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of American heritage, an exquisite example of mid-20th century coin craftsmanship, and a highly coveted collectible with enormous market demand. Its rich history, unique design features, rarity and excellent condition, and substantial market value make it a must-have for serious collectors and investors. Owning this coin is not only a testament to one's appreciation of history but also a strategic acquisition in the world of numismatics. For anyone passionate about coins, the 1954 D Jefferson Nickel stands as a shining example of what makes collecting not only rewarding. Thank you for watching this video, and if you love rare coins, make sure to subscribe for more amazing discoveries.